evening, everyone. Hello, hello. How are we? Right. We're in the beginning of August, sort of in the middle. How are we all? Now, I do apologize. Technical issues, my end for being late. I am terribly sorry. Had a problem with light, had a problem with sound. It was all kind of double all over the place. So good evening. How are we? You got your nice cups of tea, some biscuits. Anyway, I'd like you also to have fingers on keyboards. Just to quickly remind you, I'm going to be doing readings from my receptionary cards. That's the back, that's the front, that's what they look like. Okay. So these cards, they can go any which way around. I'm going to do a really quick session tonight because we will be finishing at dead on 7 because then you're into your next host, Jordan. And so he'll come in on at 7 o'clock. There's 49 cards in the pack. I need a number between 1 and 49 from you guys, okay? So that will choose which number card I pick, okay? So that you are part of the process. I'm going to go straight into it tonight. No dilly-dallying, no ifs, buts, or ands. So, and a couple of hellos. Just well, if you've got a number for me as well, let me know where you are as well because I'm nosy. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. See if is there anybody there? I've caught Richard on the hop now. He was kind of like expecting me to babble on a little bit more, you see. I'm kind of going straight into it. See another. Everything on here has changed, guys. Just to let you know at the back end, everything. I plugged it all up. Hello, Cheryl. Everything was plugged up as normal. Hi, Sarah. Hello. And then suddenly it's all changed. Hello, Lisa. Don't forget, I need a number. We haven't got too much time. Hello, Sarah. Hello. Okay. Hello, Helen. Hello. Got a number between 1 and 49. Hi, Dee. Love the dog. Hello, Ranshi. Ranashi. Hello. Shnazia. Shnazia. Oh, I'm going to get a difficult name, and I do apologize. Hello, Deb. 17. Deb, it's you. You're the first one with a number. I'm going to go for number 17. Fabulous. 2. What's up more than that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Deb, let's have a look at the card. Okay, I'm just going to move those out of the way. Okay, so. Right. Now, Richard, which way should we go? That way? No. No. There. Fabulous. Okay. Oh, now, can I just say, Deb, these cards look really different on the screen. Now, I think you've seen these cards. If not, you've got a packet of these cards, haven't you? Because you saw me about a year or so ago at a Mind Body Spirit Fair down in Waterlooville. And you had your doggies. Lovely. Right. So, Deb, I know that you know, so I'm going to be teaching you how to suck eggs here. I know this. But green for me, that is, that's about your wisdom, actually, that kind of shade of green. The blue here is about communication and emotions. The pink here is about your heart and about how much you value it, your value of unconditional love. Here is about energy. Here, I've got some healing, the very dark green bit that's coming through, that's about healing. This bit, this is lovely. This for me is, I just looked and went, clarity. So I do feel as though you've kind of gone through some stages now. I know we haven't been on SPTV so for about a month or so. We've had a break and etc. But I do feel as though there's been a kind of a rejigging of things for you. Hopefully that makes sense. Yes, I've seen them perfectly. Here I keep on looking at this white bit here. I keep on going wings, flying upwards. So I know that it's all going up which is good because that's where you're wanting to be. It's almost as though you haven't had clarity about something. Hopefully this makes sense, Steph. It doesn't, that you haven't had clarity about something. But now it's all setting into place really kind of quite nicely for you. I feel as though, for me, looking at this card, that there has been maneuvers going on for you as well. Does that make sense? I know I talk really quickly. Going to wait to see Deb's reaction. It's a bit weird. Changing way of working, yeah. Moving house, yeah. So it is very much more structured. It's very much more, yeah, I can understand then why you've had the healing, but it's almost as though you've had that wisdom of, actually, that doesn't work for me. I don't need, especially with the way of working. It's become a lot clearer for you, I think. It's become as though it's much more in harmony with you. You know, I look at this and it's almost like one of those rainbows, isn't it? But actually, when you put it all together, it brings in harmony. So I think, yes, if you were wondering, well, I know that you know that the move was the right thing for you to do. Even if you have doubts about it, just feel as though it was right for you, definitely. I do feel as though that it's much more, there's so much more clarity about who you are, what it is that you're wanting to achieve. You've got rid of, sorry for using this word, detritus as well. So things that have been hanging around and not sure, it's kind of like, actually, do I really want to move with them as well? And again, it's that whole wings. It's almost as though you've now been able to respread your wings. Very weird thing to say, but respread your wings into a different way of looking and working. You can just go, actually, I can be anything I wish to be. I don't have to be the same. I can try different things. I'm in a different environment. Go for it. That's what I can say, is just go for it. I do feel as though there's some more changes coming up for you, Deb, but more to do with work than anything else. I think everything else will slot in very nicely. Thank you very much. But work will be a new adventure. I've got it as being a new adventure, new lease on how you work, where you work, what you do, how you do it, things like that. That's what's coming up for me there. Hopefully that's okay, Deb. These are really short messages tonight as well. So hopefully, I know you put down that you understand, but hopefully that you're happy with that message. And guys, if you are wanting your own pack of cards, you can get these through my website, which is emilyjbaker.co.uk. Fabulous. Right, I'm going to move on. Thank you very much, Steph. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So don't forget just to put a number on there. I've only got another 5-10 minutes and then really quick break, and then I'm going to do some psychic art as well, or art with spirit, if you like. So these are what the who's giving you? Oh yes. Can I give you number 42? So the 42, I was just Richard was just saying, can you give me a number? 42 is that Richard's looking through his list for who's number 42 on his list. I don't get to see comments, sorry, all the people who have put comments on, where the comments are on Facebook or YouTube. Shraz, thank you, number 47. So he will actually pick from that list, hence why Shanazia. Hope I've said that right. I do apologize if I haven't. And from there, get you on the screen, and then you give me a number. So that's lovely. Thank you. Right, here's your card. Let's have a look. Oh, similar colors again. Just going to move that up a little bit. No, that's too far. Clockwise one. Okay. So we're going for that angle here. So this blue, yeah, no, I'm just pointing. but she's going, keep it there, don't move it. I'm not going to move it. I'm not moving it. I'm just pointing out because I think you might be able to see a bit of a glare of a light there, but it's all one same color, just to let you know, there's no other colors there. Here we have the lovely red, and it looks like, do you know what I want to say? Hedgehog. To me, it looks like hedgehog. As well, but I do feel it's that vibrancy, and when I look at it and really in the small screen, it comes across as being something completely different. And I think that's what's so magical about these cards, is that they do keep on morphing as well, and how far away you have them and how close you have them. Lots of communication. I pronounced that correctly. Thank you very much. Thank you. There's lots of communication and learning going on with you. So again, I think in a different way to Deb, this is much more about you are learning so much about yourself at the moment. It's like you're suddenly kind of going through this learning process. Don't know if you're enjoying it though. And I say that with a question mark because I feel some of it you've had to really kind of tackle with yourself. Is that correct? And I feel as though, I'm just going to carry on by the way. And I do feel as though you have got insights into yourself and you have got that understanding, deeper understanding. Now, when I look at the card here, to me, I'm seeing a turtle's head and a fin. Now, you may not be able to see that on your screen, but that's what I'm getting to see. Turtle swimming. So I know that there's this gracefulness about it. There's this effortlessness. When you see turtle swimming, there is no effort to it at all. And it does swim. There's this bit's really important. This bit is really, really important. This is getting to the heart of the matter. Oh, now not what I was going to say, but there we go. This is about the heart of the matter. This is about who you are. And it's not as though, I know I said hedgehog because of this up here, but it is much more about setting your boundaries, setting out, saying, actually, no, if you may find me prickly because you're coming a little bit too close, you're finding certain people a little bit more uncomfortable than they used to be. Certain people kind of going, I don't know why, but you're just that little bit prickly. Is that making sense for you? That's it. That's it. Just going to see if there's a response. Anything yet there, Richard? Yeah. Please, if you are on screen and I am giving you a message, please don't go quiet on me because I do need to have a little bit of feedback just to check A, you're still with us, more importantly, and B, that you do understand what it is that I'm saying, because I don't want you to go away thinking, what was she talking about? So I just need to know that you've kind of got that all, or that understanding of what I've said so far. I know I've gone through it really, really quickly. No response. Okay, right. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there. So it's just a case of the heart of the matter. Don't forget about setting your boundaries, all right? And I know that some things may be feeling uncomfortable for you, but that's about the nature of the change as well. Change is always, for some people, uncomfortable. Right, one more reading of this, and then we are of the perceptionary cards. Please have your fingers on keyboards, and then we'll see where we are. Richard, can I have number 12, please? No, early on. 26. Hello, Dee. And a little doggy too. Yay. That's 3. I think. Yes, 3. Okay. Can I right, so Richard's like wanting me to remind you, that's just say 9 to me, that if you do not put comments onto the screen, then less likelihood of you being picked. Okay, so please do comment, please do like, and please do share. It is really important, all of those things. So 9, 12, 18, 21. Good job. I know my 3 times table. 21, 22, 23. 24, 25, 26. Lovely. Got there. We're there, Dee. We're there. Hello, Dee. You're right. Okay, lovely. So we just, oh, nice. Nice card. How are we doing there, Richard? That one? There? Okay. Yep. Yep. I saw that as well. Yes. In fact, yes, lovely. So Richard was just, I was just pointing out, Richard said, I can see a face, I can see a face, I can see a face. So that's what was going on there. Dee, fingers on keyboards, please, please. That'd be lovely. Thank you. So there's actually quite a lot going in this card because it's not just one face, but I'm seeing three faces. So fabulous, Dee, thank you. I'm seeing three faces. And in fact, there's another one here. There's actually what looks like a mother and daughter or adult and baby up here in the corner. So for me, that's about, again, it's about new beginnings. New beginnings for you, Dee, are coming around as well. But you're looking for them as well. I feel as though you are looking for them. This purple for me is very about much, it's about spirituality. Now, spirituality does not necessarily mean that I'm saying that you're Christian or Hindu or Jewish or whatever. It's not about that. It's about knowing your own spirit. We are, at the end of the day, energy and spirit as well. And it's about knowing yourself. And this card is lovely. This one here with the where it's pink, again, I was talking about it being unconditional love. And I feel as though it may be elements of somebody else that's coming through that you hadn't recognized before as well, and just showing you themselves in a different way, in a different light. And I don't mean in a nasty way either. Okay. If none of this makes sense, Dee, please do state it on the keyboard quickly. Now up here, I'm getting to see kind of like a little dog. Now on the screen, it looks different. Can I just say this? On the screen, I'm just going to see if I can, there it is. Up here is a man, arm, leg, and this looks like he's sitting on a horse or some sort of on the back of some sort of animal. So it looks very different on that screen when I'm compared to when I'm actually looking at, but I can still see the man, and I just feel as though that is, I'm very close to Mum, lovely, but I do feel as though someone is helping you move forward. You know, you're not on your own. It's like you're getting a piggyback ride, sort of thing. Now, funnily enough, going back to these spaces down here, yes, I can see, can you see the half shadow of the person? If I just do that, then hopefully you can see what me and Richard are looking at. There's a face there, okay? Literally just cut in half. And then there's also a side profile of a face as well. So it's a very interesting card, this as well. But that keeps on coming up as though out of the corner of your eye, you're seeing somebody, but you're not seeing somebody. You're not sure. You're not sure of yourself as much as you used to be. It's kind of like as though I want to kind of give you that reassurance, okay, that support. And I want to also give you a big hug. I want to give you a big hug. I do want to give you a big hug, Katie. And I feel as though you are in need. I know you said that you're very close to your mum, but I feel as though you are needing that support at the moment, that she's there to offer you in the way of only mums can, you know, at times. Those who are close to us, and it may not be your mum, it may be your dad, but it's somebody who you know, when everything is kind of not quite nice in the world, you just need a hug. And it's very much like that. So I want to say this is a hug on a card. Interesting. I haven't put it away in that way before. And I know that you do remember as well. I still want to bring in the dog because I know, look down here. That almost looks like your little doggy woggy. Or pumpkins of a dog as well, that playfulness. And look, there's a carrot thinking, well, why is she giving me a carrot? I prefer beef. And just kind of being that faithfulness. And I think that's also why you cherish your dog as well. It's because of that, the faithfulness. Yeah, husband too. Yeah, husband ill too. Oh, husband is ill too. Oh, bless you. But it is about being that, animals can always pick up when somebody's ill or someone's sad or someone is in need of support. They are very much tuned to all of that. So it is a case of, if your dog's definitely kind of going towards your husband, is to give him that support that he needs at the moment. Not that he doesn't need it from you, of course he don't needs it from you, but from animals it's slightly different as well. So I think I'm going to leave it there as very much as a hug on a card for you. A massive spiritual, great, big, huge family hug from everybody, especially to you and to everybody else here on the other plane around you who's needing it. And I'm talking members of the family, okay? I'm not talking about the general populace, because that's big arms, lots of doing that. But new beginnings as well, Dee. Just have a look out for new beginnings. Exciting. Mum's dog Bonnie and cats. I am with a rescue. Oh, okay. Right, so that's a mum's dog, Bonnie and cats. Okay. I'm with a rescue. Okay, you've got a rescue dog. Okay, no, that's lovely. Rescue dogs are fabulous. No, you're more than welcome, Dee. Thank you very much. Thank you. Lovely. Richard, can we take a quick break and then we'll go straight into this psychic card? That's okay. Yep.
Introducing the sptv app, your digital spiritual guide, for an enlightening journey like no other. Immerse yourself in a world of audio and visual content crafted to inspire, educate, and entertain. Seek guidance with our card of the day, choosing up to 6 cards for personal insights. Enhance your daily life with our wellness section, featuring nutritious recipes, affirmations, and balanced living tips. Explore our spiritualism section for a deep understanding of the religion, its principles, and spiritual answers. Unravel the secrets of the clairs and broaden your spiritual horizon. Easily find local readers, therapists, centers, or churches with our comprehensive directory. Stay connected with live broadcasts, check our schedule, and get to know our insightful presenters. Delve into the meanings of angel numbers, crystals, and a comprehensive list of divination meanings. All of this and more, available for free on the sptv app. Download now at sptv.uk/app and start your journey with your digital spiritual guide.
Fabulous. I was told that I only had 30 seconds and scramble, but actually got a bit longer. Now, I normally at this section will show you a blank piece of paper, but I'm not going to do that tonight. Tonight I've done something slightly different, unintentionally, but it's happened anyway. Today I was doing a quick video and I ended up having a message. So, and I was just doing a quick message showing of how I draw. So I'm wondering if this makes any sense to anybody out there. So here's the drawing. I had the date June, January, May, 1904 as all being important. Okay. Now this gentleman here, comments, yeah, that was lovely. Thank you. LJ, hello. So I will be showing you how I got there. Would love a message, Suzanne. Fabulous, thank you. So this is a gentleman who had a head injury. Okay, so he had a head injury, and I actually had his wife come through. So this is a husband and wife who both passed. The husband, I want to put him in about his 50s, 60s. Wife was a little bit older. But she was just saying to me she didn't want to be drawn, but he was okay with that. But he did have a head injury on this side, as we can tell. It's slightly different shape, hence why he looks like he's got black eyes because with a head injury, and also it must have hit his nasal cavity, just roughly where my glasses are, because if you hit somebody on the nose, you can give them black eyes because of the orbital bones around the orbits, which are the eyes. Okay, so very delicate bones around there. Okay, so that's who I've got here. Can anybody take? Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. And now while I'm just connecting into him, I've just got it. So there were some other illnesses with him as well. Hopefully somebody can understand that. Does that make sense to anybody? I mean, she was lovely. She was very, very talkative, English speaking. She was definitely about 5 foot tall, I would have said, a little bit taller than me as well. He's about 5'8", 5'9". Thank you very much. He's now talking to me. But just wanted to highlight about the eyes. And when I looked at it on screen, it felt like the eyes were looking one way, but when I look at them, they look like they're pointing straight outwards. So it's one of those pictures that follows you around the place. Now he did have problems with his teeth as well. Not to worry if nobody understands. I just thought I would come in with that just to check. So I think nobody can take him or her. I don't know if it's 19 or the 04. Thank you, Caroline, for sharing. Or if it's 1904. Okay, so that's what I've got there. But June, January, May are important months as well with this gentleman. I have to say I wasn't trying to link in with anybody, but that's just what happened. Not to worry if nobody can take it. Okay, right. I'm going to put him to one side. If someone suddenly goes, oh my gosh, I can take him, let me know. The other thing is, I'm just going to put him there. The other thing is, just to let you know, if you are wanting the original picture and I do come to you with a reading, please just message me. You can do that through my website, which is emilyjbaker.co.uk, or go onto Facebook as well. Hello, Caroline. Sorry, I've just got... Okay, I need to talk about a lady and she's going, pick me, pick me, pick me. Now, it's not any of you. This is a lady in spirit and she's very excited. She goes, pick me, pick me. So she's jumping up and down. So I'm not too sure where I am. So please, fingers on keyboards. As soon as you recognize all of the information, right? Okay, hang on, Claudette. My dad's birthday is the 19th. Can we go back to Claudette? Please. The 19th, and my mum has an appointment on the 19th at the hospital. Okay. Does the picture make sense to you, Claudette? Claudette. Does that picture make sense to you? This is a gentleman who has passed as well. Okay. Right, okay. I am picking. Okay. Okay. Right. I'm just going to move on, Claudette. I'll just see if we get any more messages from Claudette. Claudette. So sorry, I'm adding L's into your name. But there are no L's as well. Yes. Why do I have to do both fonts? I had. Oh, did you? Yes. Okay, so this is a lady who liked having bouffant hair. She's just told me. Claudette, I've not Claudette. Why do I want to call you Claudette? With another L towards the end. Interesting. Okay, let's just see what we have. So I've got a lady and she keeps saying, pick me. So I'm picking her. Right. You want to go to your daughter? Yeah, okay. So I want to speak to this lady's daughter. A little, okay. Okay. And would you understand that he had other illnesses with him as well? Claudette, he had other illnesses. And that's right, how you're saying it, honey. Okay. And he's also just letting me know, my battery's going to run out on my phone, is that he's just wanting to say it was unexpected for everybody, including himself, with his passing. So I feel as though it was quite a sudden passing. It wasn't expected. He was expected to go in a different way, not the way he actually did go as well. So he's just saying sorry about that, but Also just wants to say hello. That was earlier on from today. Thank you. What time are we? 41. So I am now with this lady. She wants to come to her daughter and she keeps on talking about her daughter. Now, this lady liked curly. Yes, we got that. Curly, I'm going to call it wavy, just to let you know, guys. Bouffantish hair. How can I describe it? Backcombed a little bit. Because she didn't like the way that it was so thin that you could actually see her scalp. She didn't like that. So she would often try to backcomb it to fill in the gaps as well. She didn't like having a rinse through it. She said it highlights the scalp a little bit more. Quite fair haired, I think she was. Because the scalp is very pink in colour. Yes, it's just very pink. It's like, yeah. So very soft hair, I think she would have also had. Just going on, thank you. But I do feel as though she was quite proud of her hair. Not proud, but you know, she liked looking after her hair. Bless her. Oh, excellent. Okay, your mum back combs her hair. Okay. She's very much a lady who has got a sense of, well, I know she's got a sense of humor, but she's also just gone and said, well, it's the best feature of me in these olden days. Everything else it got lines and it's got this and it's got that. So I like my hair. It hasn't changed. We like it. It stays the same. So she's very much a lady who understands there are changes around, understands that there is things going on. So Claudette, you also understand all of this. Is that making sense? Now, this is a lady who's passed. It's just, you know, when you see ventriloquists on TV and they're having a conversation with, fingers crossed it's my mum, okay, and that you see them speaking to them as if they're real people. Well, welcome to my world. That's what it's like. Just me realise as I'm talking and sitting here talking to a piece of paper. Oh, bless her, she wore glasses. Now, if anybody's seen me before, I don't like to draw glasses. Why do they have to give me drawing? Because it's such fun. I know you like it, don't you? Right, so just to kind of, there we go. You know what's going to happen now, Richard, just to let you know. My battery on my phone's going to die. Just like to point that one out. Any further technical issues we can have, we are going to have them. Going to have them all. Loved her curly hair. Okay. Now, where are we? Not yet. Can do if I go away and get a cable. But would you mind, guys, if I suddenly disappear? Are you able to put something on the flashy on the screen, Richard, while I do that? Richard's going to put an advert on just while I plug in my phone because it's decided to die. Bear with me.
Help Spiritual Psychics TV grow our TikTok channel. Connect with us at SPTV UK. We're on a journey to reach our next milestone, and we need your help. Follow us today and support us going live. Imagine getting personalised readings, discovering your card of the day, and so much more. Don't miss out on the opportunity to explore new adventures with us. Follow, engage, and transform. Join our growing community at Spiritual Psychics TV with @SPTV UK on TikTok.
Oh, I'm back. I'm back. Oh, lovely. See? Right. Anyway, any more technical issues? Can do. Right. I need to draw glasses. I need to draw glasses before I go any further. And she says, not yet. So, Tina, I know your mum had glasses. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay. What should we? I know. I haven't done that yet. Oh, now, Tina, you like me in not having any patience because you keep on talking about patience. Now I haven't got any. And she's saying, not yet, which is definitely a sign of a mum saying to a daughter, patience, patience. It's about having patience. So I've definitely got that going on. Now, why does that feel different? Just got the wrong glasses on. But you're the glasses lady. You. I know, but she's chosen the wrong glasses, Tina. She had quite a few. If this is for you and it's about your mum, this lady had different types of. It looks very similar to my mum. Okay. And she had different types of glasses. Does that make sense? And different glasses shapes as well. And she's going, they're not the right ones. And I said, well, you drew that. I called her the glasses lady. So I feel as though she had multiple sets of glasses. So if she had one for reading, she had 3 for reading. If she had one for watching the TV, she had 3 or 4 for watching the TV, bless her. Because she kept on putting them down and forgetting where she put them. So then she would have to go out and get another pair, and then she would find the old pair. Then she would forget where she put the new pair and the old pair and would have to go out and get another pair. It's that kind of a situation. Does that make sense then, Tina? Oh, you must look after your teeth. You're just going to see that she doesn't been. Have you not been to the dentist? Oh yes, I know. Welcome to my world, Tina. I know, I get it. Have you not? Are you due to go to the dentist? And not been yet. Must look after the teeth. She's going. And I've broken a pair of hers. Oh, okay. Well, I'm quite sure she's got a spare. Really, honestly, I'm quite sure she's got a spare. Why doesn't she listen? She's not. Oh, okay. Right, okay. So Tina, she's also saying that it's kind of no, you don't need the dentist. Okay. Bear in mind, I will jump by the time I get to see your comments. Can you, if you're going to say no, can you tell me what the no is pertaining to? Or what it's to, but I've got it as though dentist. But she's just saying look after your teeth. But feeling that she didn't necessarily look after her teeth all that well. Okay. Now I am carefully looking at the time because I know we haven't got long here tonight. Yes. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I also need to say thank you to you, Tina, as well. She wants me to let you know that, but you know that already. That you're a good girl. Okay, that sounds like my mum putting her glasses on. Okay. Claudette and Tina then. I need to make an appointment at the dentist. Right. Okay, Claudette. I hate the dentist. I get that, Tina. One of you needs to look after your teeth. So Claudette needs to go to the dentist, and she knows that. But you may also need to go to the dentist. I know you may not like them, but just tell them. I know. Sorry, yes, I hate the dentist, right. But I know that you may hate the dentist, and I'm with you there. But it is very important that I'm talking to both of you, Claudette, and I know I'm going to tell both girls. I am going to tell both girls, bless her. You must look after your teeth, and you must look after your eyes, and you must look after your feet as well. You see, feet are very important as well. More so me with teeth, okay. More so than teeth, really. But yes, you do. I know. Okay. I know that she understands that you don't like the dentist, but just let them know that you're very, very nervous and they'll go slowly with you, you know. It will do, honestly, because I'm not. I tend to close my mouth with their hand in my mouth, and I don't even know that I'm doing it. Dentists are very, very quick with me. They don't mess around. On pain of not having a hand left. And I don't see the problem. What's the problem? Okay. Feet. Okay, sorry, feet. Feet. I must also talk about the feet and the bunions. Oh, she had bunions. She had bunions, but she's also talking about someone's wearing the wrong shoes. It's about the shoe fit as well. So you have problems with your feet, very dry skin. Okay. Okay. Been told what to do. Okay, so you both. Okay. Right. Claudette, I know that Tina says that this looks like her mum. Claudette, does this look like your mum as well? Let me just go through and just see if I can find. Now, this lady did not look after her feet, and her ankles were very swollen as well as her feet. Don't think you can see my mum's comments. Think it's my mum. She passed. Oh, sorry. I'm jumping ahead of there, Helen. Don't think you can see my comments. Think it's my mum. She passed last year. Okay. Helen, can you see? Does all of it ring true? So now I've got Helen, Claudette. I need work shoes, looking for shoes tomorrow. Okay. I never got shoes on in the house. Mum had bad feet too. Right. Okay. Yes, looks like my mum. Right. Let's sort this out for you, ladies. I've got 3 of you now. You can take that. Okay. I have got a lady who has got here. She's telling me that she had swollen feet. Yeah. She had bad legs, ankles really bad. She would often have to sit down and have her feet up. And she didn't realize how important her feet were because they take you through life. All right, they help you walk through life, through the turmoils and help you move one step ahead. But she said, regardless of that, she would also always say, it's okay because I'm working on a symbolic level and I'm working forwardly. She's a pragmatic lady, but she was also able to laugh at herself, bless her. She loved her hair. Her hair is quite important, but she would never dye it. She would never rinse it. I've got it so I can see the scalp. So it's very fair, platinum blonde, perhaps even to the white. Okay. Curly, as well. I was going to say the Queen's hairstyle, but it's actually curlier than that. She also liked to back comb it. She wore glasses. She's got multiple pairs of glasses all around the house, all around the place. Living room's got about 2 or 3 sets. Bedroom's got 2 or 3 sets, but they're for different things. Now, Helen, so far makes perfect sense. Excellent. Claudette, does that make sense for you? Sorry, I haven't been reading the comments because I've just been. Tina, I can take it all. She had her legs bandaged ulcers and had nurses come into her. Okay. Okay. We might have to do a patience test here. Who's got the least amount of patience? All right. Okay, whatever I'm going to say. Okay, fell and broke her hip and bad legs. Okay. For you 3, I know. It's yeah. So all I can say is that she's also just gone and said to me that you need to be looking after yourselves. I'm going to go for all 3 of you. Okay. Not me, coloured her hair. Okay, Helen, I'm out. You're out. Thank you very much, Helen. Thank you. But I'm going to go for you 2 then, for both of you. You need to be looking after yourselves, and you are not doing that. Okay. It is a case of look after yourselves. Look after the fundamental parts of yourself. It's not about the weight. It's not about all of that. That will come later. But you've got to look after your feet, your teeth, your eyes, and your ears. Okay. Those are the fundamental parts, ladies, that you are not looking after. Does that make sense as well? Okay. Now, hopefully that does. Right. Okay. Let's just see if she's got anything else to give us. Hopefully that makes sense. Both of you. 15th of 8. Thank you. Give an 08? Yeah, I can. The 8th? Yeah, okay. 2024. Okay. I'd like to narrow it down a bit, but both of you are coming in with saying that you can understand it. And again, in slightly different ways, but that's okay. And can I give them the 15th? Yes. That's today's it, I know. Okay, and what the 29th? I've got the 8th, the 29th, and the 15th. I have no patience yet. And I also want to give both of you March, February, and November. Important months, okay? Those are important dates and months, not necessarily correlating to themselves, okay? So that's where we are. Now, I haven't got time to do another one. I know it's a really short one this evening. That's because there is also a gentleman called Jordan. Now, Jordan is going to come in at 7 o'clock, and I'm just going to say hello to Jordan and see if he would like to have a little word and say hello if he's available. Hiya, you're on mute still. Just going to... Oh, it's not there. No, I'm rushing everybody tonight. Okay, I'm going to carry on talking.
Okay. It's all right, no problem. Thanks very much, Richard. And thank you, Emily. Thank you.
Hello, George. Hiya. How are
Hi,
you?
you okay?
I'm all right, thank you. I thought I'd bring you in just at the last 5 minutes odd, just so that everybody here can say hello to you as well.
Yeah, due to the new format that we're literally rolling one out behind the other. So yeah.
Oh,
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, and good
yes.
evening, Emily. Nice to see you in person, even though it's only over Zoom. So yeah.
I know. I know, one day when we all meet, we all kind of go, you've got legs. Not only have I got legs, I've got a large bottom as well. Yes,
Yeah.
I've got all of that. So
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
it's
it's
quite,
interesting when we meet people in person, isn't it? Because you get a sense of their energy and all that because of the work that we do, even when it's online. But
yeah,
it can be slightly different when you meet them in person. So yeah.
absolutely,
And then
absolutely.
you kind of have those preconceived ideas as well, don't you?
You do, you
Which we
do.
shouldn't do, but yeah, it's hard
No,
to
we do.
sometimes resist those. But
Absolutely, we do.
honestly, it's lovely
And
to
then,
for you to invite me on and say hello to one another.
no, that's cool. And now I know that you work very differently because obviously I do the psychic arty bit,
Yeah.
the what I'd like to call the arty party bit, or rather my family do call it the arty party bit. So but yeah, so you work very differently. So I was just going to ask you, how is it that you work just before you
I
start?
think it really depends on who I'm connecting with, as in the spirit, but also who I'm connecting with as the sitter. Because a lot of people have said to me, "Do you know that you actually do certain things when you're given a message?" So I think I tend to blend with the energy as it comes in, and then
Mm,
obviously connect with the sitter and the communicator. But I tend to work with all the clairs. Not to say that all of them will be used within one message,
that's
uh,
right.
and obviously we all strive to bring the best proof possible of that our loved ones are always around us. So yeah,
Mm,
um,
yeah,
it does
um,
vary slightly, but yeah, I would say that I tend to work quite quickly from what I've been told.
yeah,
Sometimes when I can go with the energy, it can be really, really quick. And then other
yeah.
times it can be a little bit more slower because that's the energy of the person coming through. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think with the Claires, it's not always the same Claire that comes through, is it? Because
No.
at the end of the day, we're individuals. And some
Yeah.
people like say, I see things better or I
Yeah.
hear. So
Yeah.
it's that Claire that gets used more frequently with that person
Yeah.
in spirit than perhaps you as the reader. So you may be a person, I like imagery and stuff like that, and they just give you smell. And you go,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Try to get me to describe that, and I haven't got the vocabulary to do that as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
Oh, I've got to go.
no, no, go on.
I'm
Go
going
on,
to
Guy.
I'm going to love you. I'm going to love you and leave you, Jordan. Have
It
a
was lovely meeting
beautiful
you,
evening.
Emily. Thank you very
And
much.
thank you very much. Goodbye, everybody. See you soon. Take care. Bye.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Phoenix Spiritual Coach this evening. As you probably just went from one program to the other, good evening to all of you from me. Thank you very much for staying with us. If you have any questions that you would like to pose to me this evening to be answered for the first part of the show, please start firing them through on your comments. Share the love. Let's get as many people on as possible and get those questions answered. Good evening, Shian. Lovely to see you. That's a lovely photograph, by the way, of you and your partner, I assume. And yeah, I will answer your questions as best as I can, and then obviously we'll go into the live readings in the second half of the show. Obviously, it's a new time, and yeah, get those questions fired off to us. I've missed you all as well, as we've all had a bit of a break on SPTV, and that's Rebecca Woodley, yeah. But sometimes we need to step back individually and as a community to just do the work that we need to do. So Rich is back and we're all back. So a big thank you to Richard and the community to join us back up, get us off and running once again. So that's great. Good evening to Lisa Bennett there and Helen Smith. Good evening. Oh, the emoji with the big heart. Lovely. Yeah. Claire Wilson Bailey. Good evening. Don't forget, if you've got a question, just pose that. Richard will forward that on to me on my screen so that I can see it, and then we'll get those answered as quickly as possible. Good evening, Susan. Oh, lovely for you to join us, Susan. It's one of my students. All right, okay. Good evening, Tina Mills. Sarah, good evening. Yeah, I know Sarah. And Cheryl, good evening. And Sarah Goutridge, is that? Yeah, good evening. And Cheyenne again, yeah. Open to anything you pick up from me in the relationship wise. Okay, so we're doing the readings shortly. But if you do have a spiritual question that you would like kind of answering, or you're not too sure what the answer is, you know, first half of the show, if you just pop those questions forward to us, and I'll do my best to answer them with my team because we're ready and waiting. Okay. Okay, so Claudette Hollage, why do you keep seeing white feathers? Well, these are signs from the universe and your spirit team predominantly. You know, as you open up spiritually, you start seeing more things that you wouldn't normally notice, is the kind of like generic answer to that. But white feathers can mean different things depending on where you go on Google, or whether you search whether it's what does a white feather mean spiritually. A lot of people think it's angels around you, or that it could be just an ancestor or somebody. When I say ancestor, like, you know, mum, dad, whoever's in spirit, just letting you know that they're around you and trying to guide you and kind of getting you to open up to the signs that are around you. Always pick up the feather, I would say, and just kind of like feel the energy of that and just get a sense of knowing who it is. That's what I tend to do. And then I get obviously an energy signature from that. And I kind of say, oh, it's my mum that wants me to draw my attention to something. So they're always around us trying to give us clues as to pay attention to this, or think about when you see the feather, what was in your thought cycle, yeah? And then think, but let's just say you were thinking of something that's happening around you in the physical world, you know, and you're kind of mulling it over in your analytical brain. Spirit are trying to get you out of the analytical brain to kind of just take a pause, pick up the right energy and go, there's the guidance. That's what they want you to do with that. So that's basically how I do it. White feathers, again, you know, depending on where you view them, and you go for obviously that analysis, it does depend. I always feel it's more personal for me to think it's a friend or a family member that's passed into spirit. But there has been times where I have picked one up and I felt that angelic presence around me, because I am an angel guide of Kyle Gray's. So I would just say really intuitively go with that. Pick it up, get the sense of the energy off the item, because there's always energy residue on an item, even when somebody's passed over. And if you want to connect with somebody, if you want to take this further, if you've got an item that's belonged to somebody that's passed, use that item to connect with them better, because their energy is always on the items that they leave behind, especially obviously jewelry and things like that that are handed down, or an item that used to be in their household. Hopefully that answers that question, Claudette. But yeah, keep those questions coming to me. I'll do my best to answer them as quickly as possible, and then we'll get into those live readings. So, okay, Lisa Bennett, how do you choose the person you're reading for? Do you choose the person, then read, or does spirit come through first and guide you to them? Now, this differs for me, because if I'm doing platforms, so I'm obviously in a church or a centre, it's my spirit team predominantly that will guide me, and they give me a signal to who I'm going to, so that I know that I'm going to that person directly. Slightly different when we're doing it over Zoom. It's your photograph, because that's all I can see in your comment box, so I can't see you physically. So I'm drawn to the energy of that. But sometimes I'm just naturally drawn to it. It's my own intuition that's drawn to me. But then other times my guide will go, stop. And I know that that's the person that I need to connect with, because the loved one's waiting to come straight through. So it will vary for you. Just understand, normally when it's spirit that are coming through, I'm normally jolted slightly forwards, as in a forward movement, to say, that's the person I need to stop on. Whereas if I'm in person at a platform, or rostrum as we call it, yeah, I normally get a visual above that person or near that person to say that that's the person that I'm going to, after obviously the person that I'm currently with. I'll be pulled energetically and I'll get a sign to say that I'm connecting with that person next. Hopefully that makes sense to you. All right, Lisa, that was a great question though, because you need to differentiate between obviously the two of them, but go with what you intuitively feel is right as well, because that's really important when we do energy work. Sometimes we can be a little bit dismissive, especially when we're starting off. So really, really, start working on that personal intuition and go with that. And if you get that forward movement, that's to me, that's always spirit saying, that's a go, stop there. It's almost like somebody's putting a stop, like a hand there to say stop. And that draws my attention to, a photograph. But it's different when I do platform work. Okay. So thank you very much for the question. It was a great question, by the way. Why do I feel like someone is watching me sleep? Now, this is quite common, to be fair. It's nothing to be fearful of, okay? Let me just reiterate that. Please do not fear that anybody is kind of like there to harm you. It is normal that when you go into sleep mode and your physical body goes into rest, and then you go off into the ether, okay, during dream state, lucid dreaming, astral projection, all of that, your spirit guides will be around you, maybe your members of your family, just being around you in the middle of the night, what they call the witching hour. I don't really like that expression, but spirit hour, normally kind of like between kind of like 2 and 4 in the morning. You might be slightly disturbed. You might feel a presence. Nothing to worry about. Please just acknowledge it and just say, okay, I can sense, I can feel you, I can see you, whatever it is that, is pulling you that way. And just acknowledge who it is. Maybe even just tune into it a little bit. If you want to work on your intuition, you might get a sense that it's somebody that's passed over that just wants to be around you in a form of protection while you're sleeping, because there may be other things going on around you that in your physical body in the physical world that you might be kind of like, in a situation where you're worrying about something, or spirit are trying to come in and try and help and guide you when you're in that rest mode. You've ever woke up, from a night before, let's say, and you go to bed and you're a little bit worried about something, and then all of a sudden the next day something drops into your head and you go, oh my goodness, why have I got, how did I not think of that? You've got the answer. They're giving you the answer while you're sleeping because you're more subjective to the energies. Okay. So hopefully that answers that question. But please do not feel that anybody in spirit, no matter what you hear from anywhere else, always go to a trusted source. Spirit world will never come forward and harm you in any way. They are there to guide you, protect you, and allow you to do what you need to do intuitively to live your best life with their guidance. Okay. And thank you, Sarah, for that question. That's a great question, actually, because it does make people a little bit fearful, etc. Okay. I wake up every night between 2 and 4. Sarah, honestly, if you're waking up between that, pay attention, because spirit are trying to connect with you in relation to something. I am getting the sensing that you're mulling something over just as I'm reading this and drawn to your photograph. Okay. So there's something that they're trying to give you guidance for, but I feel like you're not quite seeing it. Okay. And you're not kind of tuning into the energy as much as possible. So that would be my guidance in accordance with that. Okay. Just tune into it. Ask your guides to kind of come forward as well. If you feel it's not a guide that's looking over you, it is normally family, in my opinion, predominantly. But yeah, just ask one of your guys, to come in and really start working with that energy. I don't know whether you do that or not, but that is my generic answer to anybody. Tune into the energies and really sense and feel. You might even get, a bit of clairvoyance, so you see more than you sense and feel. Really open up those clairs, and you will get insight into the energy as you open up into it. Okay. Thank you very much, Sarah. Okay, if you have got any questions, oh, there we go. Right, I was just about to take a drink, but I'll answer this first. Evening Dee. Oh, that's a lovely dog. I just love dogs. I've got 2. Mine are sleeping at the minute. That's all right. No, it's fine. Hi, Jordan. Just recently, my husband has had things falling on the floor, no reason. He has never believed before, but now I'm assuming he's now starting to believe because yeah, okay. But now is he starting to believe, Dee? Can you just give me the rest of your question, please? So I'll address the first part of it. Um, if there is disturbances, as you might want to call it, okay, kind of like unexplained issues going on, like items falling, being misplaced around you. Again, this, in my opinion, is spirit energy around you. Whether it's your guides, whether it's family, friends that are on the world of spirit coming around you. Sometimes to play like little games with you, just to see how much you're paying attention to signs that are around you that are, in between the two worlds. They are trying to get your attention to deal with something, unless the person coming forward is a bit of a practical joker, and sometimes that does happen as well. And it is just normally just to say, oh, you're actually recognizing the signs. Like my car keys, I put them in the same place all the time, and then every now and again, they're not where I normally put them. And I'm like, right, come on, spirit, stop playing games. And then all of a sudden, it'll just drop in. I know where they are, and it's spirit that's moved them. But they're trying to get my attention to do something else along with that, and that information comes forward at that time. So hopefully that answers your question, Dee. But just sense and feel into that as well. Why is that happening? Yeah, very spiritual. So it's probably a build-up of maybe possibly, I feel like he's obviously a non-believer, but he's starting to kind of become a little bit believer because of the energies that you're emanating within your own environment, your own house, etc. And as he's going through that transition, moving into see, this is what happens as well. So if somebody's got a health issue and it's normally, let's say, moderate to serious, and it could be life changing, spirit tend to give us a little bit of a window, in my opinion, to kind of like start awakening that person. If you think about your own spiritual experience and how you awoke, it's normally after some sort of turmoil or trauma or something like that that kind of like awakens us and then shifts us into a new energy. Okay, so nothing to be fearful of. I'm sure you know that, Dee. Just ask him to tune in with it. And the fact that you're spiritual and you obviously know how to deal with this, I would have thought as well, just help him as much as you possibly can. Ask your guys to step forward and ask them to help you, to help him, to kind of make that transition easier. Because some people, do find it hard to transition from, not being spiritual to start moving into that spiritual awakening. It can be, quite traumatic for some of us, because it's almost like, you have to die, so to speak, energetically to then move into the light, and allow your real true self to come forward. Okay, Dee? Okay, any more questions, Richard? Oh, it's great to see you again, Ashley, too. Thank you very much. Yeah, we've all had a break, but that's fine. We all need it. So, and it's great to be back and have Richard back with us as well, doing what he does behind the scenes. So, good evening, Catherine Grummet. Okay, does my dog visit me? Been thinking about her a lot recently. I would say the fact that you're automatically thinking about her a lot, you picking up and sensing that there is an energy around you, and getting the sense that there's energies round about kind of like your shin and calf area, as if you feel like somebody's leaning up against you just by reading this. I'm being drawn to my shins and the back of my calves. So I feel like the dog would have kind of liked to have been quite close to you. I feel like there's also like a bit of a surge of energy around you at times in the lower half of your body. Beautiful dog, by the way. I do feel if you just tune into that, you will get a sense that there's quite a playful energy around you with regards to that. But I want to say she transitioned very well. And obviously she doesn't have the ailments that she had before she passed. I do need to say that, okay? So just know that when a thought is there, that is energy as well. So 9 times out of 10, if you tune into that, if the spirit of the dog isn't there anyway, you can bring that forward as well. The more that you open up energetically, these are the kind of things that you learn as you go down your path. So just do that, Catherine, if you're really missing the dog, okay? But I do get a sense, as I've said, very much around kind of like the lower leg area. Very playful, yeah. So which is nice because I mean some of my dogs come around me that have passed over as well, and it's lovely. It's a lovely feeling. So hopefully that answers your question there, Catherine. Okay, take my love with that as well. Just know that your dog is with you. Okay. I do get a sense that there's another dog from many years ago around you as well. Just to leave that there. Okay. Evening, Jessica Garcia. Right, I'm always seeing 1113 on the clock. It's the day my father passed, but also my daughter's birthday. I was just like, Badag? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I was like, it just kind of threw me that. Obviously, it's an angelic number. Okay, triple ones, new beginnings. Some people say it's about angelic presence around you, etc. 3 is kind of linked to ascended masters as well. So, I mean, again, go away and look at these angelic numbers, depending on who it is, whether it's an oracle deck or whether it's a Google search or whatever. Go to a trusted site. See what it says. If it doesn't resonate, go to another site and take what resonates there. Okay. I get the feeling though, as I'm looking at it, I am seeing 2 dots between the second one and the third one. So I feel like that's actually a time. So 1113 would be very significant as well around you somewhere. I'm not saying it's the time that somebody passed, but I do get a sense that that time is very, very Pacific, which is why they're drawing your attention to it for some reason as well, okay? Because you're seeing it on a clock. But I get the feeling that that's to do with a time that somebody was born rather than a time that somebody has passed over, okay? But also my daughter's birthday. I would say to you, just with that, before I leave you, look at the time that somebody, I mean, I know this is a bit difficult, but look at the time there, specifically. Somebody's been born at that time within your family, and it's definitely family. I don't feel it's the daughter, though. I feel like you're going back a generation. So I feel like this is like maybe like mom, dad, or one of those siblings, okay? That's the time that person would have been born. But there is more significance with that as well. So I want you to tune into that and go to a trusted site, okay? If you look up sacred angelic numbers, that's a really, really good site and very trusted. And take what resonates. You don't need to take it all. It's very important. Yeah. If it sits with you energetically, take that. And if it doesn't, leave what doesn't, please. Okay. So hopefully that'll help you, Jessica. But no, I want to say, know that you are you've come through something, okay? And you're now going forward into a new path. Something's opening up for you. Before I leave you, I've just been told to say that. So I feel like a cycle has ended, definitely, and we're opening up a new gateway, and lots of new opportunities are going to come in. Just look out for a double opportunity coming in roughly the same time I want to say within a 24-hour period, okay? But don't make a decision on the first thing that you feel is right. Wait for the second thing to come in and really sense which one is correct for you, okay? There's no right or wrong, but one is more right than the other as your first step forward, okay? So hopefully that helps you, Jessica. My love to you, and thank you. Next question, please. Yeah, I mean, look, repeated synchronicities, angelic numbers, you know, these are all signs for the universe. The best thing to do is either get a book, a trusted book about angel numbers. You don't want to do that. And yeah, use SPTV app. You know, it's all on there. You know, just download it and it's quick reference. We're all on our phones, aren't we? You know, and it's a trusted site. Obviously, you wouldn't be watching us if you didn't trust us. So yeah, go on the app. Again, take what resonates. And synchronicities predominantly are about you just being in alignment as well at the very, very basic level, okay? So if you're starting to see these signs, this is saying that you're in alignment with the universe and the energies around you. And then go away, look at the description of what it's saying, and then take the information, what resonates, what doesn't, and it'll help guide you to where you want to go, okay? Or where you should be going, I should say, okay? So very important, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because obviously it's a generic description from obviously whoever's wrote it, but they're all pretty much the same, but with slight differences in the words, etc. Okay, so just know that this is predominantly to do with you being in sync, okay, in alignment, okay. Hopefully that helps you, Rebecca, and anybody else that's seen those synchronicities in numbers. I see them all the time. So yeah, I know, you know, I just go with it. We lost our dog almost 6 months ago. Is there anything I can do to help me feel him, about encouragement him to visit? So similar to the question that I've just answered, Jane Malden, I would say to you, if you're thinking about the dog, okay, that's an energetic thought and it's at its basic principle, okay? And with that, you've already got that thought process. So send it out, yeah, energetically. Set the intention to send it out. Not saying that you would sense the dog straight away, but allow you to just sit in the silence, as they say, and allow that energy to start obviously manifesting around you. And I am getting this sense that the dog is very much around you at times. I want to say something to do with, it sits on the bottom of the bed when you're sleeping, predominantly, I'm being told, okay? And I'm getting the sense that sometimes you feel like somebody is sat at the bottom of the bed and you kind of, it's almost like you can't move your feet properly because you get this dense sense of the energy. This is the dog, okay? But if you want to sense and feel that dog around you when you're awake, will you do what I've just suggested and ask that energy and the dog to come in, okay? Everything that we do energetically as mediums or energy workers is all to do with intention. Come from your heart, really, really feel into that and let the energy flow and manifest outwards, okay? And then bring that energy into your auric field, and you will get the sensation that, you know, whether it's a dog or whether it's a loved one, you will get clear signs that they are around you, whether it's smell or you get that sensation of a, you know, energy running around your legs, etc., which is normally the case with a dog. Or you might just get the sense that it's sat next to you. However, the dog obviously behaved when it was here. So whether you allowed it up on the couch or whether it was more kind of like, oh no, it's not allowed up on the couch, etc. Go with that and really sense and feel into that. Okay, Jane? And my heartfelt condolences, because it's hard losing a dog. It's like a child. And I've lost many in my life. So I know what you're going through. Okay? So hopefully that answers that, Jane. All right? Just sense and feel into that, my love. Okay? They're always with us, no matter what you may think. You know, sometimes you just don't lean into the energy enough to think that they are there, but they are. Okay, Jordan, it seems I have lost my ability to read cards and connect with the spirit world. Okay. I am pausing because I'm getting information from spirit here, okay? So I am being told that there's something going on around you in the physical world at the moment, and it's causing a blockage, okay? So the first thing I want to say to you is cleanse and clear all your chakras in order to open yourself back up properly, Christine, okay? And I know that you know how to do this because I think I've gave you a reading before. So really go into that. I want to say go above and beyond with that as well. And also cleanse and clear the energies, because there's some sort of stagnation within where your normal environment is, your house, wherever you work. Predominantly, I'm being told that there's just cleanse and clear, okay? I'm not going to go into that too much. Cleanse and clear it. But also, I find that for myself, with my Palo Santo or my Sage, rather than just do the energy shifting within the environment, so this is obviously my workspace here, I also go down the front of me with my Palo Santo or Sage and like literally do that and let the smoke go towards my body and cleanse my aura and my chakras all the way up. And I feel that increases, you know, the cleansing, because you're not just meditating to cleanse, you're actually using the Palo Santo or Sage to cleanse your environment, but also your auric fields. Okay, so there is some sort of blockage there. Yeah, so a huge amount of stress. So I want to say, whatever the stress is here, okay, you need a better way of dealing with this, I'm being told, because we're not dealing with it properly. Would you understand that, Christine? Okay, so whatever it is you're trying to deal with in that sense, where you just ask one of your guides, I'm being told, ask one of your guides to step forward that wishes to give you the information to help you get beyond this kind of like pressure, physical pressure of stress around you, okay? To remove that energy, cleanse and clear, and just allow that connection to gradually come in. I'm being told it will heighten within a week or so if you do what you obviously I'm being told to tell you, okay? So we just allow that to happen. Don't stress over it, okay? I know that's easy for me to say, but just obviously come from your heart space, really feel into that when you're cleansing as well, okay? To clear that energy, okay, my darling? Hopefully that helps you. Obviously meditation, anything that you're intuitively pulled towards, do that with regards to the stress. I don't know why I'm getting acupuncture with you, Christine. I feel like there's some sort of acupuncture in order to relieve the stress, I'm being told, okay? So maybe look at that avenue just to kind of get rid of the stagnation of the energies around your body, okay? And clear those meridians, okay? So thank you very much. Hi, Cindy Woodhouse. Okay, why can't we remember dreams sometimes but are active in sleep? Okay, so this normally happens quite a lot with me, to be honest, until I got to the point where I was like getting frustrated with it, and I'm thinking, why can't I remember my dreams? Or I'd get like snippets of it coming in throughout the day as I'm obviously waking up. So I don't remember it first. I never used to remember it as soon as I woke up. But my advice to you is, as you're waking up, don't kind of just like jump up and go. Just sit or lie, however you're comfortable, just for a few minutes, and do your best just in that energy as you're starting to awake. Write down what you feel and what you think has happened in your dream state. Obviously, starting a dream journal here, okay? But also, before you go to sleep, and that's something that I do quite regularly, I also turn in and say that, and I was told this by somebody quite some time ago, body asleep, mind awake, body asleep, mind awake. And it's a way of doing astral projection as well, but it also works with you trying to remember your dreams. So your physical body is resting, but your mind is always active when you're sleeping, okay? And the more you kind of reiterate that several times, if you can constantly say it until you fall asleep, but I would say a minimum of 3 times to 5 times, yeah, I started to notice over a period of a month that I was able to remember a lot more. And obviously my dream journal's like, oh, well, I was going to use the word horrific there, but it's not horrific. The amount of detail that I can remember now is loads better than what it used to be. So hopefully that little tip will help you, Cindy. Please try it. If it doesn't work, then try something else in relation to dreams. But I'm also getting the sense there that Right, okay. Sorry. My guide stepping forward. Would you understand that there has been, I want to say, like quite a bad dream at one point? And that's something that energetically is stopping you to remember some of the better dreams coming in. So, and I want to go back quite a few years here, okay? So there's something there that's kind of like, I feel like you were rapidly walking up in the middle of the night and it's kind of startled you. And it's your own body that's kind of blocking the energy flow of you remembering the dreams there, okay? So if you do what I've just suggested, I am being told that should help you move into that more kind of like positive creative energy, and you will start remembering a little bit more detail by detail as you go forward. Hopefully that helps you with Cindy. All right. My love to you as well. It was a good question, that, actually, because I think a lot of us want to remember more, but we can't. Okay. My husband passed away 2 years ago in September. Why can't I connect with him? Is there anything I can do to connect with him? Thank you. Okay, Lisa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Lisa. It is a similar question to obviously connecting with a spirit who's obviously on the other side, whether it be a dog or whether it be, a person. Do the same kind of thing. Set the intention in your head, have some good memories, ask them to come forward, ask your guide to step in, and if you just want to sense and feel that energy. But if you're trying to get him to communicate with you, maybe just because he's passed over, he's transitioned. I am being told, obviously, he's much better over there. Obviously, he doesn't have why passed over and all the rest of it. I'm being told he's around you, but would you understand there's a lot going on around you, and this actually affects your auric field, I'm being told, which I feel is why you're not connecting as deeply as what you'd like with him, okay? But if you're trying to do it as a medium as well, sometimes a family member that crosses over, it's not that they don't want to connect with you, okay? It's just the fact that they want to go through a medium to be able to give you the message, the healing, the upliftment via that message to get you to a point where they can come closer, okay? So don't feel that it's because he doesn't want to be around you. I'm being told he is around you, but I'm being told in the physical world around you that there's a little bit of an energetic disturbance, I want to say. Okay. I feel like there's a bit of negative energy, so to speak. I want to say to you, cleanse and clear your chakras, okay? But also your environment, similar to what I said before. But just tune into that energy and ask that person to come forward, whoever it is. I know it's your husband, but obviously I don't have a name. So just ask your husband to come forward, okay? Hopefully that helps you. And let us know, obviously, if it helps as well in the future. Okay? Thank you very much, Lisa. Okay. When did I realize I had the gift? Right. Okay. Melanie Gonical, is that? Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's an interesting question because I first saw my grandfather, which is on my mum's side, when he passed in 1977. I was 3.5 years old. So obviously, as a child, you are more susceptible to see the difference between this world and the spirit world. And then to a certain extent, that blocked off. But I'm lucky enough that my gran was one of the old style mediums who used to do readings and all that in our kitchen and our back room back in the day. So I think I've always had, that the gift. I've not always used it though. I will say that in my younger years, I tend not to use it because of obviously certain things that were going on in my life until I got to a certain age. I probably started using it the first time properly around about 16, 17. Not like I am now, a bit more kind of like gran, people would come to me privately, etc. And then the physical life takes over, doesn't it? You go and do stuff and you stop your spiritual kind of stuff, but you never really truly stop it because you're spiritual. But I am being told you would have a memory of round about 5, 6 years old of seeing something. Okay. So know that you have definitely got clairvoyance, I'm being told. Okay. And I am being told that in relation to your spiritual growth, would you understand me telling you you need to go in a different direction? I know there's a little bit of a delay on that, but if you can answer me, Melanie, that would be great. Just know that I think where you want to go, they've got, I'm being told you need to move and go a little bit more intuitively. They want you to go in a different, slightly different direction to start with, okay? And can I leave their love with you as well? All right. Okay, lovely. Thank you very much, Melanie. Yep. Just tune into that. Do some development, do some open circles, etc. There's loads of them online, etc. Or even go into a physical development open circle or development class at your local centre or church. It's a really good way of kind of like meeting not only like-minded people who want to develop, but also to obviously develop and really, really tune into your gifts. But I'm being told massively clairvoyant, hugely clairvoyant. Yeah. Okay, tarot cards. Yeah. Okay. So you have tarot cards. Can you just tune into them? Not now, but tune into them a little bit more for me, okay? Not only just go by what you're sensing and feeling with the card, okay? I want you to envision clairvoyantly that you're stepping into the card to feel the energy of the card as well, okay? And that'll bring forth more insight for you and actually help you develop in a more intuitive way of reading the cards. Not to say that you're not reading them intuitively, I need to say, but it will strengthen what you already have. Okay? You're too scared. Okay, so that would make sense. So, okay. Please don't be scared, Melanie, okay? If you need to have somebody physically around you, go to a tarot, development class. Or an open circle, because they teach all sorts of different things as well there. Sometimes it's tarot, sometimes it's oracle, sometimes it's working on your clairvoyance or whatever. There's always different topics and subjects being developed as part of a concept to develop us all spiritually. Don't be scared, okay? It's only natural that you are, okay? But yeah, you see things. Yeah, I know you're massively clairvoyant because my clairvoyance is like literally like illuminated right before me. I want to say to you, if you don't want to like step into the card to say to you clairvoyant here, okay? Just sense and feel the energy. Just hold one card at a time, okay? So, I mean, I've got a card in front of me. So just hold one card at a time and really sense and feel into that. What are you getting? Try not go with the descriptions in the book. They are written from somebody else's point of view and perspective, okay? Use your intuition and just write down on each card. So like, let's just say you've got the Lover's card, okay? What does the Lover's card mean to you? And then focus in on obviously all the symbolism within the card. What are you getting? So you're more observant, right? I'd rather watch people like yourself. Okay, so maybe this is why I'm being told you need to go down a different route to enhance your gifts. Okay, so this makes more sense to me. I feel you need to go down the route of going to an open circle to further enhance your kind of clairvoyance in a safe and well-practiced environment, okay? So that you can open up those gifts and then take that and then shift that into the tarot where you're more comfortable with the energies, and then that intuitive knowing of the tarot will be explored in a more in-depth manner. as you're reading the card, as I've just said, in your hands and sensing and feeling, but then being able to step into the cards on a spiritual level, clairvoyantly, and then you get much more. Because every card's different when you read for somebody else. You know, you'll get one thing for one person, but you could read the same card for somebody back to back in a reading, but it means something totally different because it depends on what's coming before it and what's coming after it. Okay? Yeah. Do my friends always? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's great, Melanie. You know, but I am definitely go to some sort of development, whether it's online or whether it's in person. Okay. I do stuff like this online, so feel free to obviously, you know, connect with me on Facebook. And there's also lots of other people, but go with who you are intuitively drawn to, okay? Because that's important as well. Not every teacher's the right person for the right student, okay? Hopefully that helps you, Melanie. All right, my lovey. Take care. I am being told just take it slowly before I leave you, okay? Don't run before you can walk, okay? So I do feel a development class is the right way to go for you so that you've got that discipline and structure. All right. Okay, I'll have a wee drink while I wait for the next bit. Okay, Carling Oates Kelly. That's a lovely name. Double-barreled, a bit like myself. I feel my brother is going to join Spirit. Am I going mad or am I correct? Okay. I am just sensing into this a little bit more, okay? Okay. I'm being told that you're affected by the energies more so than most. So you're highly empathic here, okay? But I'm also being told that you're reading the energy slightly incorrectly because this is more about you sensing and feeling what is happening and your thought process is then affecting your energy, okay? So it's not that you may have an inkling that he's ready to pass over. I am getting the sense he's quite poorly, but I don't feel that that's ready to happen just yet. Okay, and I'm not going to tell you anything other than that at the moment because obviously we're live. If you wanted me to, I'd do that in a private reading, but certainly not online. But I am being told I want to say to you, work on your energy, okay? Sense and clear your chakras and your aura, okay? And just sit in the silence for a few minutes every day and really, really start to sense and feel that a little bit more intuitively and intently, okay? And that will help you with the energies, okay? And what you're sensing and feeling from your own point of view here, okay? Lost his wife 3 months ago and he is poorly. Yeah, I mean, I got that from kind of what you said, but okay. Okay, so I have got a little bit of a message here in order that you could hopefully pass on to the gentleman, okay? I want to say that the wife is very much around him, predominantly throughout the night when he's sleeping more so, but I am getting the sense that she's trying to get his attention during the day, okay? Like there's something to do with he would sense and feel somebody around him on his right side, okay? And it's almost like he'll say her name when she's next to him. I'm getting the sense that he's kind of saying her name or he's referring to her in some way, sorry, when she's close to him. To try and kind of like move him into a kind of bit more of a higher energy, upliftment, trying to kind of like get him past this grief and, you know, as a form of healing, really. But I want to say with regards to the gentleman, okay, please don't think the worst, okay? I am being told to say that, okay? And would you understand that he needs a little bit more help around him in order to kind of keep his spirits higher, given what's happening. Because I'm getting the sense that he's kind of letting himself go, and I'm also getting the sense that it's almost like he's gave up. So energetically, he's emitting that kind of energy to say, "Oh, she's gone. I'm ready to go." I'm getting the sense that he doesn't want to be here because she's already gone, basically. Okay, and I want to say, can we rally around him and remind him of the good times that he had with his wife to just kind of bring his energy up? And that's going to help with, obviously, him being poorly, I'm being told as well. I'm also being told that it's not his time. So I don't feel he's going to go over and transition anytime soon. Okay. So can I leave their love with you? Okay. And thank you very much. A very personal question, but thank you, Caroline, because I'm sure other people would possibly ask something similar to that, but maybe wouldn't on a public forum. So well done for putting it out there as well, because that's very brave of you. Okay, yeah, he has given up. I was sensing that energy. So can we just rally around him and really kind of help him as much as possible? In whatever way that is. I feel like it's in many different ways to kind of to get him to. I want to say to give him the zest for life to move forward. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Caroline. It's what we do, so no problem. Yeah, please take the love of the lady that's come forward. All right, and many blessings, and just put a better support network around them for the time being. Okay. So have we got anything else, Richard? Oh, right. Okay. Chrissy Wheatley, what does it mean when we see loved ones in our dreams, or is it a visitation? Okay. Well, the quick answer to this, okay, is that it can be either. So if you're seeing them and you've seen that, I would say that if so they're coming in your dreams, it's a visitation anyway. Okay, but you can get a visitation without them being in your dreams. So it can be either. Okay, so it's important to differentiate between the two. Okay, I tend to use visitation as in like they're coming to visit when I'm sensing and feeling them around me and not in a dream state. If they're coming to me in a dream state, they're coming to me in a more subtle manner so that I can kind of feel into that energy, because I also believe that our dreams, if we can remember them, okay, and we've covered this on another question earlier, the more we remember is a way of spirit and the energies around us bringing forward things that we need to know that are going to be happening at some point in the future for us. Okay. Okay. I am getting the sense that this is a gentleman that's around you, Chris. Is that correct? And I feel he went and passed quite early on in his life. He didn't live to a good age. Would that make sense? I want to put this gentleman late 30s, possibly. I don't want to go into 40, so I definitely want to go 36 to about 39 here. Okay, dark-haired gentleman, quite a very good-looking man. I want to put him about 5'9", 5'10", round about that kind of height. Okay. I'm also being shouted in to give you the word protector. So there's obviously a situation around you that you need protection. Okay. Would you understand that, my lovey? There is another lady stepping forward here as well with this connection. Okay. And I'm being given. Right. Okay. If you're not there, Chrissy, hopefully you'll go back onto the recording. I do want to say there's another spirit stepping forward, and I'm being told to give you a yellow rose. Okay, and I've got the words, "I'm always with you. Call upon me when you want them to come close." So I don't know what that's exactly about, and I don't know whether you're there. So I'm going to leave that message there. Okay, and move on to the next one. Okay, so take their love. You've got definitely two gentlemen around you. All right. Okay. 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 Okay, that's fine. So we've got a couple of questions in relation to waking up at 3:15, at 3:30, etc. Okay, so synchronicities and numbers. Also, when the veil is at its thinnest, okay, between the two worlds. And it's just spirit probably like slightly disturbing the energies in the room when you're sleeping. You're more susceptible when you're sleeping. That's why you're waking up like that. But also pay attention to the number, look it up, go to the SPTV app or any other accredited spiritual angel number website or whatever. Okay. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. That gives you the guidance to move forward. Okay. Threes are connected with ascended masters. Ones are connected with new beginnings and angelic presences. Okay. That's just a brief description of those numbers. Okay. But pay attention, because when they're giving us signs, they're trying to give us something along with that number. Okay. So that's for Jacqueline's question. And the other question was to do with obviously how do you connect more with your spirit guides? It's all intention. Sit in the silence, ask them to come round you, whether you meditate in silence or whether you meditate with music, okay? Whatever way you want to do it, ask them to come forward. Yeah. Cleanse and clear your energies, okay? Cleanse and clear your chakras quickly if you're like used to doing that. If not, you're going to have to do some work on them, okay, to be able to sense and feel that presence around you, okay, and then you'll be able to connect with them, okay. You'll either just know, so a clear cognizance, you'll just know that there's somebody with you because information's dropping in and you know it's not yours, or in any other way with regards to obviously seeing it clairvoyantly. You might hear something very quietly like a whisper, that spirit trying to communicate with you, might sense and feel, etc. Okay, so hopefully that helps you, Catalin. But I have covered that question earlier in the show as well, so if you want a little bit more of a detailed answer, go look at the recording and hopefully that'll help. Okay. Hi Tracy Tuck. What are soul contracts? Are they real? Okay, so it's a bit of a double-edged sword, I would say. Some people believe in them very much so, others don't. I would say to you, Tracy, what do you believe? Do you believe we're bound by a soul contract? Some people think that they can't be changed because we agree what needs to happen in this lifetime when we come down. Other people say that we can then go into the Akashic records and we can change our soul contract and edit as we go forward in life. Other people just don't believe that in any of it. So I would say to you, intuitively, it's more important, what do you feel is right? Do you believe that you have a soul contract? Do you believe that it can be edited going forward in life or not? I mean, I personally believe yes. Can mine be edited? Yes. I know that from my own point of view. So it is down to you, Tracy. Okay, hopefully that helps. Maybe doing Akashic meditation to help you kind of tune into that and see if you're sensing and feeling a little bit more to help you. Okay. Do you recommend manifestation? Manifestation, we're constantly doing all the time, Cheryl, whether you realize it or not. Okay. Manifestations are energy, our thoughts, the energy that we emit, whether that's good, bad, indifferent. If we're around a lot of negative energy or negative people, etc., then we're absorbing that unless we're transmuting it constantly. So it does have that ripple effect and affects us. But then if we're automatically vibrating at a higher frequency on our own level, and transmuting any negative energy that's coming into us, whether that's from a person or an environment, and you're transmuting that and you're doing that spiritual ritual of cleansing and clearing, etc., you're able to manifest what you are intentively wanting in your life. So for example, I mean, I do a manifestation course, but set the intention. What do you desire? Really sense and feel into that. Create that energy, okay, in meditation or in silence, and then emit that into the universe and allow it to be manifest, because it takes time for it to obviously go out into the ether and then come back for it to be manifested, okay? But when you do it, you've got to live and breathe as if you already have the item. For example, if you, let's say you wanted a new car, okay, that's what you would focus that intention on. You put it out there, you live and breathe as if you already have that new car, okay? And that creates that energy because you're staying in that frequency where when you've emitted it in with your intent, and then when it comes back, something will happen, and then all of a sudden, whether it's the money or you see a new car and it's like, oh my goodness, that's the car I've always wanted, and it just drops and it's an opportunity. But we might not see it like that because we don't see it as a manifestation, but that's how it works at its simplest. Okay, so hopefully that helps you, Cheryl. Okay, everything we do energetically is intention, guys. Please come from your heart space when you're doing it, and don't let any negative energies affect that when you're emitting that manifestation, okay? Lisa, okay, Lisa Bennett. Do I have spirit in my home? My dog senses spirit, I'm sure, but my other dog doesn't. Who is it? Okay. It's not that your other dog doesn't. Your other dog just doesn't react to it, I'm being told. One dog is more susceptible to the energies, okay? The other dog's quite happy, is quite calm, relaxed in that energy when the spirit comes in. With the other dog's a little bit more excitable with regards to the energies, I'm being told, okay? So it's a difference in the dog's vibration and energies, okay? But the dog that's reacting to it, as they get used to it, will sense and feel it and gradually calm down, I'm being told, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. So I'm being told that there's two different people that come and visit, okay, here. I am getting the sense that it's an older gentleman. He's about 5'8", 5'9", 9 in height, quite broad, probably a little bit broader than me. And he's got like a little bit of a pot belly, okay? But he wasn't like overweight, just like naturally with age, okay? As us men do, we tend to develop a bit of a beer belly or a gut, don't we? And he's wanting to come in and just kind of like uplift some of the energy around you, because I don't feel that this is you, Lisa. I feel that there's somebody around you is a little bit deflated with a situation around you. That's to do with the gentleman, okay? And then there's a lady that comes in, and this is predominantly later in the evening, but not when you're sleeping, I'm being told. You would sense that somebody is sitting on your left side when there is nobody sat next to you. And I'm also being told that if you're sat on like, you know, where the armchair part is of a couch or the armchair or a chair, I'm being told you would sense and feel somebody sitting there. That's a lady, and I would definitely want to go with either mother or grandmother there. But I am getting the sense that it's older and going further back, okay? I'm being told that this lady, and I'm now seeing her, so she's about 5'3", 5'4". And I would say average kind of build. The way she's showing me, she's quite a bonny looking lady, okay? So hopefully you know what I mean by bonny there, okay? Bonny in Scotland is very pretty, not bonny in England, which means that you're a bit kind of on the portly side, okay? So right, okay, so that makes sense. The gentleman's for the partner, okay? Because I knew it wasn't for you, okay? So it's a gentleman that's coming to visit him, okay, and trying to bring his energies up, okay? I am getting the sense that this is his father now, okay? I am getting told to say, come on, son, don't get up. Don't, he's not to sit in this energy. Why is he sitting in the energy? Why is he allowing everything externally to bring him down? I feel like actually it's more than deflation. I do want to kind of say a little bit of depression there, very low mood at times, okay? And that's why the gentleman's coming in. Ask your partner to allow that spirit to like come closer and raise his vibrations, okay? To help him move forward, okay? Okay, could be Nan. Okay, I'm just going to tune into that a little bit before I go. Okay. So you would understand the height though, 5'3", 5'4". She's quite a bonny. She's got a very pretty face. I think she's showing me a little bit younger than what she was when she passed, to be honest. She looks like she's in her 30s or 40s, and she's showing me jiving with a fella. I feel like this was her husband. So they used to obviously have a bit of a jive back in the day in the 50s, 60s. I feel like that's the era that I'm going back to. She had a beautiful smile. And I'm getting the sense of, I don't know what the fragrance is, I'm not very good with it, but very, very floral. Okay, very floral scent with her. Okay, and okay. Would you understand her being like a homemaker, like old-fashioned as a lot of women used to do, used to stay at home? But I'm getting the sense she was a great cook and a baker. But I'm also getting the sense that I'm taking you to a memory here, okay? And I'm getting fingers in the bowl of like, you know, cake mixture or whatever. And she used to kind of go, don't do that. You need to wait till they're cooked. And I feel like she would have told you off in like a nice way though, rather than kind of like in you know, oh, don't do that, it's naughty kind of thing. I feel like there would have been humour with that in a nice way. Before she goes though, would you understand why I want to bring forward a lily for you? Okay, I think it's a lily anyway. Yeah, it is. So I've just had it confirmed. I want to give you a lily, okay? But it's not in full bloom. So whatever it is that's going on around you at the moment, we just work on it, okay? And I want you to kind of like put your energy into what's coming in for you, okay? I feel like there's something that you either want or you're trying to manifest into your life, okay? And I feel like you're not putting enough intention into that. So I want you to put the intention into that for that flower to fully bloom, for that to come in, okay? Will you watch out for the month of October around that, please? Mum jive with dad. Right. It was very lively energy. Yeah. Lavender. Right. Okay. It was very floral. Loved cooking. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Lisa. It's always my pleasure to connect with your loved ones. Okay. Liking the cake bowl. I was getting the sense that somebody was putting their fingers. I used to do that as well. So please take the love. Yeah. My pleasure connecting with all of you this evening and bringing through your loved ones and obviously answering your questions. Okay. Time for us to go offline this evening. Please be careful. Sense the energies around you. Do the work. Love and light to you, and have a great night and weekend going forward. Right. Okay. So that's why, Dad. I want to link something new around that October when that comes in. Okay. Just before I leave you. Okay. So there's something new coming in round about then. Okay. All right, people. So thank you very much for tuning in and supporting SPTV as always. And I shall see you all in a fortnight. Good night. God bless. Take care.